Alright, hello and welcome everybody to the Flight Sim Fan video. We're back in the F-18C by Eagle Dynamics. Looking at the Mavericks today, we just got introduced the Golf and Delta versions of the Maverick, which are TV guided Mavericks and IR guided Mavericks, the Deltas. So the Deltas are the green ones on the outboard and the Golfs are the white on the inboard. And first thing we're going to go through is some control mappings before we get into it. Some mappings you should already have if you've already been using the F-18, but just to go over it, you're going to need your sensor select. It's pretty much like a sensor of interest switch from the A10. It'll tell which screen you want to use all your controls towards in the actual aircraft. So if I want the right-hand screen, I'll hit sensor select right. It'll go to the right DDI, the HUD, and all that great stuff. So I'll have those four switches. And you're going to want target designator, so you can move the camera about. You're going to want an uncage button right here. It's default to C. Cage uncage, you're going to want that. And obviously your rifle button or your weapon release at the bottom here. That's all in the HOTAS section. And once you have all that, first thing I like to do is I'll select the master arm to arm, air to ground, stores page, and I'm going to use the deltas first, so I'll select Maverick Delta. I'm actually going to put this on my right hand screen by clicking IMAV. Put it up there, we keep our stores here. And as soon as you select it, mine's already, the timer's already gone out, but as soon as you select your Maverick, go to this page, you'll have a timer for 3 minutes for the IR missiles, for the IR Mavericks, or the TV Mavericks. I believe for the laser it's like 20 seconds for the E model, but for our Gs and Ds it's 3 minutes. It'll just have a little timer. Once it's done, you're good to go. You can see that we have a little diamond up top right corner, which means this is the sensor of interest. If I selected up, the diamond goes away. If I select up on my sensor control switch, you get a little dot in your HUD. If I select right, dot goes away and diamond appears in the bottom right corner of the HUD, or the DDI, which means I want that screen selected. So for example, if I had my HUD selected, the dot in the middle, I press cage and cage. Oh, it actually does change, but let's say if I want to move the camera. So my HUD is center of interest, trying to move the camera left, it's not working. You can see that arrow went all the way to the right, I'm holding left, it's not coming back. So let's recage it so that it gets centered. We'll put our sensor of interest on our right-hand screen. Now if I want to move it, I can move it down. That's a triangle simulator, is where the camera's going. Up, left, and right. And that's all with the diamond in the top right corner of your DDI. We'll leave it caged for now just so it's centered. And we'll go find a little target for us. So the targets are over here. I'll just cut to that point. Alright, so I have us paused in this little dive here. We have the target marked by red smoke, and we're just descending with our Mavericks on. I'm going to uncage. First thing is make sure the center of interest is on the right-hand screen, the diamond in the top right corner. We're going to uncage the Maverick once we're rolled out and steady, and I'll start searching for that target near the red smoke. Wait for the lock, which should be, I believe, a flash, or it should lock to that target. And we'll press our rifle button. So I'll unpause now. Let's get stable, pull up towards the target, and I'll select the cage uncage. Uncage top right corner, and I can move it as I please. FOV will zoom in, clicking it 3 times. Actually, you only have twice. That's fine. Let's get out of this climb here. Or this descent, sorry. Let's see, we want that little vehicle there. A little hard to get what you want. Alright, rifle. Get away from the OSA. Pretty much all I did was I moved the reticle, or the camera, over that truck for the most part, and it picked up the IR signature and locked it itself, and then I just pressed the rifle button myself. I don't believe there is a button to force Maverick to lock. I haven't figured that out yet, but right now, just by the basics, it does work like this. I could try the target lock button. That's for radar, but I'll give that a try. I don't think that'd be it, but we can give that a try. We'll uncage our Maverick. Let's put it in the general area with our HUD. I like to use the HUD right on the camera. See if we can find him. There he is. Nope, not the building. Not the building. So target lock at least. Oh, and he's fired. But target lock, I just pressed that there. See how it was locked to the building? I pressed my target lock button and it jumped. Oh, that's not good. Dodge that one. Target lock button looks like it kind of reset it a little bit. I'm sure the nose was steering button. I haven't tried that either, but we can try that. That might reset. So I just figured this out, but if you have your camera slewed somewhere you don't want it to be, let's say it's all the way down here, you want it to go back to centered. Without uncaging and recaging, you could just press your target lock button and that will, if you hold it, will recenter it. If you don't hold it, so let's say the camera's stuck there, press it, it'll kind of slowly work its way back to center. But if you hold your target lock button, it'll come all the way back to center position. Alright, so let's dive on this OSA. Bring it right on target. Probably will get a shot of me first, but we'll uncage our Maverick. We'll start looking. There he is. So it's locked the building up there. So I press my target lock button and it goes away. It'll recenter the target lock button. Want the OSA. There he is. Rifle. And he's also fired a missile at me. Pop a little chaff. Take a left-hand turn. Missile evaded. That's a shack. So it's a little interesting to use. Pretty much works like any other Maverick though in the Vegan or A10. You slew the Maverick over to your target. It should get the lock on it. And you rifle. If it locks something you don't like, if you hit your target unlock button, just tap it. It should disturb the Maverick and it should lose that lock on the target, like a building or a tree or whatever it locks. FOV, that'll zoom in your Maverick. You can change the way the crosshair looks. I think I actually prefer the black a bit better. Let's take this Strela. So I uncaged towards the Strela. Come on. Oh, I hit my target lock. There we go. There's a Strela. Rifle. There it goes. So it's pretty easy to use. Just a little bit of practice, but if you're used to using Mavericks, it should be very easy to get used to. I'll see you guys in the next video.